Yeah. So in this demonstration, we will use Java. Through Java, how do you calculate the time taken for each operation? Okay, time taken for each operation. See, we may print some data, okay, or we may add some mail data inside some other array list or whatever it is. So how much time each operation takes? We can clearly find out the time taken by each operation or a set of operations, the total time calculated. Okay. So how do we do it? So let me get into my NetBeans. So I have a clean project here. Nothing is there. See, I have created a project called TimeCalc, which has got a main method. That's all. And now I will just import java.util.date. Okay, I'm just importing the date class, and I come to my main method and just say date today is equal to new date. Fine. I create an object of date here. The object of date is pointed by today. So let me just type system dot out dot println today. I just want to print today. Okay. So first let me just check whether I'm getting the answer. Yeah, I got September 23, time, IST. Okay, here everything I got. Now from this today I can just comment it out. I'll just give see what happens is you want to extract the time, the current time. So what you can do, you can just say today dot get time. Look at this, which returns a long data. So what is this get time? Get time actually it returns milliseconds since 1970 January 1st. See how many milliseconds have gone. Okay, from 1970 January 1st. Okay, this is the starting date actually. Okay, so let me call long start date. Start time, let me call start time is equal to see st underscore time. See, this today dot get time will return me how many milliseconds have been completed since 1970 January 1st. Okay. So that will be the starting time. Starting time means it's not the starting date is 1970 January 1st. But how many milliseconds have been completed till now when I run this particular command? So that's called st time. Right? Now if I immediately apply the get time, okay, for finding the end time, we'll have no difference at all. For example, say just give ed time, let me call end time. Okay, I just show the difference, so it will almost zero. Okay, I'll just say system dot out dot println ed minus st. Look at this. I'll just print ed means in end time, so end millisecond, okay, and start millisecond. The difference I'm just showing you. Look at this. So there is an error here. Look at this. ed time. It's ed time. Sorry. Let me call ed or st. It doesn't make it simple. Ed means end. St means start. That's it. Let me run this. Almost zero because we are not doing any operations. So what I will do, I will just do some operations. I'll use a for loop for int I is equal to 0. Okay, I less than 1000. Okay, and plus I give an empty for loop. That's an empty for loop. It does nothing. Okay, now you see before this for loop, I take the time. Okay, how many milliseconds have been completed since 1970 January 1st? Then after completing this for loop, I am just taking the time. Of course, I should not take this way. I should again apply date. See what I should do today is equal to I just get the new date so that the date gets updated. Okay, fine. The date gets updated. Okay, in fact, I should have done this way. See, I should take date. See, only the new date object now it gets the date. Okay, since 1970 January 1st. Then I apply the time, start time. Okay, and I put a loop. For loop. Then again I get the date so that since 1970 January 1st, how many seconds have been completed? that is available here in my date object. Then I apply, okay, again. So again, the thing is, we should not give again, okay, date here, because already it will say redeclared. See, it's redeclared. So it should be only date. On the same date variable, you can take. On the same today variable, you can get it. But only thing is, we should apply new date. Okay, we should get new date object. So then only that date will be refreshed. Okay. So when you say today.getTime, let us see the difference between these two. Yeah, almost 0. So I'll just update, to 10,000. Let me check it. 0. Okay. I'll make it, 1 lakh. 1 lakh iterations. Yeah. So you can see here 1 millisecond actually. It's not second, because the difference between ED is also in millisecond. ST is also millisecond. So difference between these two is milliseconds. Okay. Suppose if I further update the data, look at this. Okay. So it's basically, it is, this was, 1 lakh. This is, okay, 10 lakhs. That means 1 million, 1 million, 1 million times. Yeah. It takes, 3 milliseconds. Okay. 10 million. Oh, again it is. Let us update again. Yeah, 3 milliseconds. Update further. I think some problem actually. Let me run again. Okay, I'll just check again. See, I think it was giving for 10,000 perfectly. I'll just save it. Run file. 0. I'll make it 1 lakh. Save it. Probably I did not save it. Yeah, 2 milliseconds. Okay, this is 10 lakhs, that means 1 million. Save it, right click here, run file, 3 milliseconds. Okay, save it, right click here and run file. Okay, so I think it does not make any difference. Save it, run file. Okay, so I think let me do some operations here so that we can just see the difference. I just said 1,000 times I want to print system.out.println. Okay, for printing this, how much time it takes? Okay, fine. So up to 1,000 times I print. So what happens? It takes the current time. Then we get into the loop. We print 0 to 1,000, 0 to 999. Then again we take the date and see the difference. ED minus ST. So let me just check it. Run file. Yeah, it takes 62 milliseconds. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll just make it 10,000. Save it. Run file. Yeah, 736 milliseconds. Less than 1 second. Now I go to 1 lakh. 1 lakh iterations. Run file. Yeah, so 7 seconds, you can see here, it matches. 7001 is so approximately it gives 7 seconds. Okay, so to perform 1 lakh iterations of printing statement, it takes 7 seconds. In this, okay, it differs from one system to another system. So if your system is faster, the time will be less. Fine. Now if I say 1 million times. So let me save, Control S, then run file. So 1 million times, how much time? Okay, 1 million times of system.out.println, it takes how much of time? 1 million means 10 lakhs. Now we have crossed, we are crossing 2 lakhs. Okay, let us see how much time it takes. Yeah, 3 lakhs we have crossed. So we can apply this for any operation. See, for example, I may want to add data into my array list. Okay, how much time it takes to complete the operation? Okay, so what you do, you take apply new date. Okay, then take the getTime method, call the getTime method, put it in a variable that is start time, then start the loop. Okay, some operations. Then once the loop is completed, now again you call new date, so that the new date object will be created with the current fresh time. Okay, so we should not apply with the same old date object. Again, you have to create new data object so that milliseconds will be calculated with respect to the present system clock. Okay, so now we are completing. Yes, we are almost completing. Yeah, so you see, it has taken almost 73,231 milliseconds. That means 73 seconds. Okay, that means 1 minute and 13 seconds. Look at this. It takes 1 minute and 30 seconds. 13 seconds. See, this system, this particular i3 computer laptop, it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete 1 million operations. 1 million print statements. That's all. See, it differs from one operation to another operation. If I create an array list and I try to add some elements, okay, because adding into an array list may take more time. Okay, so that may be more than this. Okay, let me just, I think I can do it with the different demonstrations. Hope things were clear. Okay, how do you calculate the time taken for each operation using a Java program? Fine. So let us meet in some other demonstration with some other example. Thank you.